Hey, Hannibal here. Welcome back to the Hannibal is Hungry YouTube channel. And we're going to talk about the cease and desist letter that DoorDash gave to Para, effectively ending their time on the internet, at least for now. Para app decided to unplug and basically shut down the operations for the time being. Let's go directly towards what they wrote on their official Facebook group. We are pausing our services at 5 p.m. Pacific time today until August 9th, where we put up a video shortly. They talk about the para community. Dear para community, we are disappointed to receive a cease and desist demand letter from DoorDash because we believe that drivers deserve pay transparency and they should have the access to the data that relates to their earnings. And our view is simple. Drivers should know what they're going to get paid before they do the work. We have decided to pause service so we can discuss with DoorDash whether there is a mutual agreement path forward to ensure dashes get transparency. In the past, DoorDash has expressed a commitment to ensuring that drivers have the tools and resources they need to succeed, so we will engage in good faith in this effort to find a solution. We apologize to our loyal community for the disruption in service, and we will remain focused on serving your needs. We're committed to developing tools that provide gig workers like other independent contractors with the transparency and autonomy you need to make informed decisions about your work and livelihood. As always, we welcome any questions or concerns, as well as your ideas on how Para can better support you and continue to improve your gig work. And that's where we are right now. That's where we are right now. It looks like DoorDash won another power play by the multi-billion-dollar company to the small startup company that try to do something to help drivers, help dashers know exactly where they're going to get paid. And I guess one of my first thoughts is I had the idea that if they were going to go after them, and they had that idea as well, that they were going to go right after them, not deactivate dashers. That's why as it just took longer and longer, and DoorDash decided not to do anything. Like I have a video about what would DoorDash response. You can check that video out if you're interested. This is what's going to happen. I think Tanner made a video, DoorDash dad made a video. This was going to happen eventually. That was basically Para's biggest feature they had was the ability to tell you your tips. Now, what is left of Para's business model? Okay, let's say for instance they get back on, then they try to do something with Grubhub. Well, with the mileage, because that's one of the features they're looking to put in there. So you know the mileage because Grubhub does not show you the mileage when you look at an offer. You kind of have to, if you know the market, you know the your area, you can figure it out. But Grubhub purposely avoids that. When they have that new feature in, Grubhub is going to do the same thing, another cease and desist letter. At this point, I don't know what else they can really do in terms of how they make things better, or and this idea that they're going to discuss with DoorDash how they can come to an agreement. DoorDash is fully aware of what they're doing. There's no way that this startup company is going to be able to persuade them to let's make a compromise and get these dashes to show the tips. They have their data, they have their information. They think hiding the tips is best for business. There's nothing that Parrot can really say to try to make things right in terms of having a discussion with DoorDash. DoorDash is fully aware of what they're doing, and they will continue to do that because they believe it's in the best interest of business and their shareholders. And at this point, their customers, because they're trying to shield non tippers by hiding tips and playing around and playing games. It's the reason why Dashers wanted to do the day of rest. It's the reason why Dashers wanted to strike. Dashers are tired of playing games. We don't have time to play games. Figuring out what trips have tips and what doesn't. It seems like DoorDash, just like a casino, gamified the system of you trying to make money. Now, again, we all decided to, sign on that dotted line. Even though we didn't sign, we agreed to the terms. But at the same time, it's the reason why people are either not using DoorDash as often as they used to. They're taking breaks. They're using other apps because they all have some similar of issues with the gamify of systems and trying to make it into a weird game where no one's here for fun. No one's dashing for having a good time. They're not here to play a game. They're here to work and be paid. But unfortunately, that is not what's going to happen. So the big question, what does Para go from here? And I would say I don't think they have much of avenue to go. They're not going to convince DoorDash to be transparent at all. DoorDash is, again, going back to the original point. DoorDash is pour through the data. You know, the majority of us don't want to take these $2 to $3 offers. So to incentivize us to take lower paid offers, they will hide the tips, because if they hide the tips, we will take more bad offers or lower offers in hopes that we get a tip. They're fully aware of it. They're not stupid. They have the programmers. They got the same people that blocked Para from the ability to see the tips as they were able to do in the past, a couple of weeks ago. So if Para business model is basically finding backdoor shortcuts to locate information that the app itself is trying to hide, and if that's all they're going to provide, it's not going to work long term. Obviously, DoorDash dropped this cease and desist letter. They try to do something with Uber Eats to try to improve that, try to find the hidden tips from Uber Eats. Uber will send them a cease and desist letter. Grubhub, they're trying to recover the mileage so we know exactly how long or how far the order and what's going on. Even I think another feature that they were looking to do is we will figure out if a Grubhub order is ready or not. All those things, if these companies wanted us to know, they would tell us. They do not want us to know. Para's business model is not a business model that's going to be sustainable. It's actually as much as sustainable as these food delivery apps in general. My main point is I don't know how sustainable this business model is to begin with. So they have to protect their business. They got to protect the profit margins that they're not even receiving. Labor costs is the biggest cost that they have. They don't want people to game the system. So I don't know what else Parrot can do. Put in the comments below what you think Parrot can do. What other ideas do you have that Parrot can use that is not breaking terms of service, that they won't able to receive another cease and desist letter where they can actually go back and do things. I don't have any ideas. To be honest, I don't know where they're going to go from here. Maybe you guys have some ideas. Put in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.